Terry, our yearly update, Mike Trout's out for the season.
Wow.
It might not be the whole season, but most of the season. Everyone's GOAT. And the meltdown, talking about Twitter, guys, the meltdown of the fans online talking about the greatest baseball player we never got to see finish his career. He's better than this guy.
He's going to have a 30 for 30 released about it in about 20 years.
No, I'm going to read this one. Mike Trout should have gone down as a top 3 player to ever touch the field, and now he's going down as a what if.
No wonder he's out, man.
Ever
They're
touch
in dead
the
last.
field.
What if I ever made the playoffs? That's what it should be.
Yeah, they're in dead last.
Hasn't played a full season in 5 years. We've only got to see him play once and get swept in a playoff series.
His batting average is horrible.
He actually looks really consistent in terms of his playing time when you compare him to Anthony Rendon.
Yeah. And he just don't want to be there.
Knee surgery.
So the whole war is not a stat thing is my thing. Check out this one, this week's
I saw
war
this
comparison. Here's Freddie Freeman and Joey Gallo. Tom Freeman has, in 40 more plate appearances, 21 more hits, 11 more RBIs. He's batting .303. Gallo's batting .129, and Gallo has more WAR.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yes, can somebody explain that to me? How do you come around?
Do you want the guy batting .303 with 1 homers and 16 RBIs, or do you want the batting .129 with 3 homers? I guess that's his only hits on the season and 5 RBIs.
Give me the guy with the WAR.
He probably walked 75 more times.
Yeah. That's the there's your
Unreal.
and they go by that. That's what they talk. If you mention Mike Trout, that word comes out of whoever says he's good's mouth. And they cannot say anything other than without saying the word war. And they've just been losing it this week. Like I said, I just want to show you.
Hey, isn't there a song about that? War.
Yeah.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Right.
Okay.
Well, it's going to be great if they make the playoffs now without him in the lineup and say, well, wins
God.
above replacement.
Oh, God.
How about championships above replacement?
Yeah.
We talked about this. Chip, I don't think you was on the show, but maybe last year or the year before.
Mm-hmm.
But you can now purchase the Atlanta Braves bullpen
There
cart
you go.
for $4,000.
That would be awesome.
Zach, you're
That's
looking
awesome.
for a golf
Zach.
cart.
That's
Zach.
awesome.
Zach. That's you.
$4,000. You can buy the.
I could drive it, though.
Braves.
It's got Coca-Cola on the front.
That's the,
Pepsi. You can wrap
That's what I'm saying.
put a sticker over it.
Repaint.
Put a sticker over it.
Yeah.
Well, there's the Braves golf cart there. You can buy their bullpen cart for $4,000. Chip, do you remember, or do you ever have seen any of these in the past on TV or YouTube or anything?
I've seen him occasionally.
I brought this up on the show one time, and half the people had never seen them, and it kind of blew my mind that people didn't know about this. But yeah, this is you can buy a Braves golf cart there, $4,000 there, Terry. That's all you need.
That's awesome.
I'd love to have all the money just to go purchase
Buy
that
whatever
thing.
you
just buy
No,
stuff, yeah.
Give it to Zach. Here you go, Zach.
My wife would love that thing.
All right, I don't know if you've ever seen this before. How about, Terry, this team wins the game. Oh, no, here's what it is. That's why I brought it up. NC State losing to Elon. Baseball.
It's baseball.
Now, Terry, if you guys would have won this game and made the Super Regionals, you'd be talking about this morning.
It's baseball.
All right, Tom, you ready for the announcers on this one? Now, what's the center fielder? This is there's a lot going on this video. So listen to the announcers, watch the center fielder, and here we go. Chip, you got to be muted.
And the pitch. Strike three. Strike three.
All right, before we watch any more, the center fielder has this phone in his pocket, Terry.
Awesome.
So confident he's about to strike out your Wolfpack, he's videotaping it.
Wow.
And just start celebrating on the strike.
Well, first of all, where are we playing? At some outdoor place? I mean, I'm sorry.
It's an all dirty
Look,
field.
Cherville
Look
City
at
Park.
the buckets laying back there and the woman standing up.
This is a college baseball game.
That's what I'm
Are you
saying.
sure this isn't a club game?
No.
This must be interviewers.
I think that's a
in the
club.
school.
That's a club game. That's not the real. That's a Elon Stadium. I've been there. That's not where they play baseball.
hit the
Do it again.
Strike three. The birds are dancing. The birds are dancing. Elon wins. They clinch their first ever playoff berth in program history. Come on.
Maybe it's on a new neutral site.
Come on! Let's go!
That's
There you know,
There you
stand.
have it, folks. Elon clinches its first ever postseason berth. We will see you next weekend.
Something's
The
up.
absolute seeds here at Francis Field, folks. Thank you all so much for being here with this journey with us. We cannot wait to bring you guys the playoffs. We will see
What
you
the
then.
heck is
we'll
that
be playing
at?
Virginia Tech next week, May 10th, I want to say. We cannot wait
They
to bring
allow
it to
no
you.
fans.
We
Listen,
will
listen.
see you then.
And Alex, I got one question for you. What the hell is a hokey?
I don't know.
He wanted to know what a hokey was.
So you talking about the guy with the phone in his pocket?
Yeah.
I'll never forget playing. We had one guy got to come in his little inning in senior little league, and every time I was center fielder and he'd be in right field, and I'd look over there and he had took a yoo-hoo out there. He's drinking a yoo-hoo behind his glove or eating a whatchamacallit.
Oh, those are good candy bars.
I got one. I got one. I'll tell you. I can't tell you on air. I've got the question. This is the question of the day for you guys. Trivia of the day for bases. We're on baseball, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure. We are now.
What was we on? Yeah, we did
Yeah, we
basketball.
was- yeah,
we're on
we was-
baseball.
We ain't even
All right.
understanding.
Despite having 20, only 4 players in Major League history have stolen a base in 4 different decades. Okay,
How many players?
4
Can we
in Major League history
can we call them
have
out?
stolen a base in 4 different decades. I'll give you the hint. Here's my hint. 3 of them played in the color television era.
Can we just call out names as we go?
Yes,
Ricky.
he's one of them. That was the easiest one. Chip wanted to jump in there. for
Yeah,
me.
let
Y'all
me get
got
one
it?
in. let me get that one out of the way.
4 different decades here. That means they played pretty good 20-something years
Lou Brock.
and could steal bases for 20 years. Any guesses from anybody?
Lou Brock.
Give me one. Is that exact? Terry, you got a guess?
I'm just guessing Ty Cobb.
Nope, he's not the black and white one.
Let's see.
Tommy?
Color.
3 in color
3 in
television area,
color
1 in
television.
black and white.
Ozzie Guillen.
No.
Ruben Sierra.
No. They are Hall of Famers. All of them are Hall of Famers.
Ozzie Smith.
Ozzy did not.
Okay.
That's a good guess.
Yeah, I was about to say he played long enough.
70s, 80s, and 90s. He didn't
Yeah,
play in
that's-
4
that's the-
decades.
actually-
That's the thing. You got to play.
Yeah,
the
I was
actual
trying to
4
get
different
into
decades.
70s all the way up to the beginning of the 2000s is my range. Is what I was thinking.
So you
I was
gotta-
thinking late '60s up to the '90s.
That's good. That's a good guess too.
All right, so I'm gonna give you the 2 color ones. Tim Raines
Yeah, I can see
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
and Omar Vizquel. Tommy,
Huh.
Mr. Indian.
Does it have his years playing on his?
Now the 4th one in
Vizquel.
black and white. Despite having a career 24 stolen bases, he stole a base in 4 different decades.
Babe Ruth.
Was it?
It was not Babe Ruth,
Okay.
but you're up. You're starting. You're in the right campground. There's a fire somewhere. You're near it, but it's not a Yankee. How about that?
Roger Hornsby.
No. The answer, and he also went to war.
Teddy
Williams.
Baseball. Wow.
Ted Williams stole 24 career bases, went to war.
Arguably,
in 4 different decades.
Teddy ball
the
game.
greatest hitter of all time.
No.
Arguably.
No. Yeah. Arguably.
Listen to him in
No.
Yankee fan. You guys and Terry have no shame when it comes to pulling it.
There's only one batter in the history of baseball that's top 10 in career home runs and top 10 in career batting average.
And Tris Speaker?
Mickey Mantle.
Nope.
It ain't Mickey. It is Tris Speaker.
No. Nope.
Well, it's this stupid Yankee that nobody cares about. Who is it, Chip?
It's the GOAT.
Rogers Hornsby, then.
No. Cardinal bias.
Nobody else hit 403 times. Nobody else hit, what was it?
Babe Ruth was not just a big fat
424?
guy who struck out and hit home runs.
Yeah, I did see
He-
Terry, did you hear our Shohei Ohtani stat last week?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm not
And
Terry.
Babe?
Yeah.
Well, they had the exact same stats through now.
Mhm.
Is that not wild? Is that not cool? You don't think that's cool? Would you eat a candy bar called Shohei Ruth or baby Shohei?
Baby Shohei.
Shohei.
Baby Ohtani.
Baby show.
Baby Shohei.
I don't bet on a guy who gambles.
God.
He didn't gamble. His interpreter did.
I'm sorry.
Allegedly.
I'm
The
sorry.
White Sox. Are
If
the
he is a Major League Baseball player and he is so exceptional at what he does, nobody in this world can tell me I can lose $4 million and never know it. Sorry.
When you're
I
when
agree
you're
with
making
you, Terry.
when you're making 154, don't seem like that
He
much.
don't make but $1 million a year.
Well, there's the
He
problem.
probably needed it.
This year's White Sox lost 22 of 25 games. It's only happened twice before in Major League history. The '88 Orioles and the '03 Tigers.
They lost what now?
22 of 25.
Oh my gosh,
First game.
awesome.
That's really bad.
The Cardinals haven't had back-to-back losing seasons since the strike season of '94 and '95. Then they got La Russa and traded for McGuire and all those guys. The only other season in back-to-back seasons in team history, guys, and we're talking about this is why the fans are booing this owners. It's only happened once before.
You're not in last.
1958, Terry, and 1959 is the last time Cardinals, and the only time they had back-to-back losing seasons,
But you're not in last.
and they gave the coach an extension. We are not the smelliest turd in the toilet bowl.
In the Central is a turd bowl.
I agree with you, Terry.
You're only 2 games away from being 500.
Terry, you didn't see this last week. I'm going to flash it up on the screen. You want to read it for me, maybe, Terry? Let's see. Where'd my internet go? There we go. Terry, this poor girl.
Oh yeah.
Was that a true statement by the
It was a softball
the
game.
ESPN team? Terry, you don't want to read the caption?
I'm good.
Okay. Gee, I thought he would, Tom. Yeah, he's such a. I think I showed that one.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the behind the back Ephus?
yeah.
That was funny. All right, Tommy, the Carolina Disco Turkeys. You got to go to this game. This is you. You like to go to things. Announced this week they were going to play a game as the Yacht Rockers. They're changing their logo and name for one game. And their logo, Tommy.
Oh, looks like the Cleveland Indians.
There you go. They refit the Cleveland Indians into a white dude with long blonde hair.
That
And
was
it's
fine.
now it's the Carolina Yacht Rockers.
Now it's fine. Now we're good.
Now we're good.
Now we're good.
They got the Yacht Rocker Bravehearts.
You can make a caricature of white dudes that drive yachts and be fine.
We are good. No problem. It's so we're such a baby. We're such a bunch of babies, man. Such a bunch of babies.
Do you want a shirt, Tom? Let's find out what it is. We got to send Tom.
You
got to
have a pair of boat shoes
Right.
with that shirt, though.
Yeah. The Carolina.
It's the Bagos.
And a little gold chain.
Yeah.
You know, a little gold chain, a little ring. It's too big.
Little
So,
bit of a tan.
The Disco
bit of
Turkeys will trade their bell bottoms and polyester and sparkly sequins for salmon polo shirts, ascots, and captain's hats for one game. As they announced, they'll be play as the Yacht Rockers. They're going to be changing the vibe from staying alive to sailing.
You might
So
could-
there's your logo.
you might have to
change.
pull a Panama Jack shirt out for that one.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Copper tone.
Tommy just did. I mean, I think it's the feathers the problem. Maybe I'm not.
That's the problem.
All they need to do is put sunglasses on the Indian.
The logo, which is said to meant to stir conversation, talking about created by the Disco Turkeys, unveiling comparisons to Chief Wahoo, of course. The hometown is in Winston-Salem. Let's see. They don't exactly play near a body of water, so why they're the Yacht Rockers. July 5th is the game, Tom, at Wake Forest University's Couch Ballpark. You can go see the Yacht Rockers. So put that on your Google Calendar. You've got your phone out. July 5th, Terry and Tom, front row for the Yacht Rockers.
I was looking for a T-shirt. I was seeing if they were selling.
Do they have them
t-shirts.
yet?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh.
But I would definitely get one of those. But it's funny, man. Like you mentioned yachts, where they are. You don't realize how big they are until you've actually gone up and seen one. I was in
You talking about
Providence.
a yacht?
Yeah, I was in Providence, Rhode Island one time, and there's old money up there. There's this
That's
one
on account
place.
we don't never go nowhere.
Well, Terry, you can't go anywhere anyway. Your wife won't let you. But
Our yachts are in the backyard of fishing boats.
I mean, it's those are I mean, they're so enormous, man. It's kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe that floats.
Did you see?
The only yachts I've seen are the Catalina wine mixer.
I can't believe floats. You ever seen I was about to say, you ever seen a cruise ship in person? It's ridiculous how big.
No, see, I
Ridiculous how
don't think
big
I've
they
ever
are.
seen one. No.
All right, let's see. We've got this is highlights from the Angels Tigers, and it doesn't have anything to do with Mike Trout. We got a goose on the loose.
Thank goodness Randy Johnson ain't nowhere around.
No lie.
Well,
That's right.
just because Randy's not around, Zach, doesn't mean that this goose has a happy ending.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
If you'll unmute it.
Move it.
Guy's chasing. He's flying around. He's about to put off the ground. He's the shortstop now.
Yes. Oh,
He's going to try to steal second.
Can't quite get that launch angle down yet. Working it. Nope, he ain't going anywhere. No.
They can't fly a lick, can they?
Worked all night to get these.
You ever seen a guinea? Oh my goodness, they really can't fly.
And he's going to perch in left field. Nope.
They can't rise quickly.
Yeah.
There he goes. He gone.
He's
Cruise control now.
they're taping this.
Oh Lord.
Feathers everywhere.
He's still alive.
Feathers everywhere.
Did it live?
Yeah, it was
He
walking.
gone.
Watch it. Yeah, man. Watch this.
Broke his neck.
No. Watch this. Watch this. Now, wait till it hits. Now, look. He'll get up. There he
Yeah,
goes.
he's waddling off.
He's
There
walking
I
away.
see his head to the left.
He's walking away.
His head is somewhere over here, folks.
Now he's going to have to walk out of the stadium because he can't get a running start where he's at
Oh,
now.
the poor thing.
Can
See,
somebody
there
let
he
me out the
goes.
front door?
That's terrible.
Move it.
No.
That's horrible.
That was in Detroit. That's a Detroit goose.
Man. This is so bad. That's so bad.
All right, who's winning that Central, boys? Y'all fighting it out.
I don't know, as Indians, Guardians, if you want to be politically correct, have been struggling a little bit here lately, 4-6 in their last 10 tough series to the Braves, and then they lost 2 out of 3 to the Astros, I believe, and they got beat again last night by the Angels. They're just,
Twins, look at them.
10-0. 10,
Ooh.
10,
1-11 straight now. After
10 or
last night.
Yeah, 10 or 11 in a row. So
But you guys are sitting at the top. Bask in the glory.
for now, but
Look at the whole division except
Chicago. Yeah, that's why I was just looking at the same thing, Terry.
Detroit's 18-14.
Maybe they've all beaten Chicago.
You know, well, we do have a lot of wins over Chicago.
look at Oakland, almost 500, and everybody talked about how they were going to be the worst team. In baseball.
Kevin, you might be bringing this up later, so I'm sorry if I'm ruining it. I saw online there's an Oakland A's season ticket holder who has refused to go to any of the home games, but he has bought tickets to all 81 of the A's away games and is going to all of their away games.
Oh, what a dork.
Like, that's loyalty, right
He
there.
could have just bought the MLB network or whatever it is and watched them. Jeez.
This is when you got too much money.
Hey, he might,
I know, right?
He had
How
enough.
much
He had
money do
enough
you
money to
have?
make a
He could
point.
have bought the Braves golf cart.
Yeah,
Season tickets on the road is way more expensive.
Yeah.
I would
Is that cart
assume.
still for sale? Somebody bought it yet?
Surely,
somebody
surely.
bought that for $4,000.
Oh, yeah.
What?
The cart.
Oh, I don't know.
We're just talking about people with too much money.
Because
Yeah.
I might buy it and just like repaint that helmet.
Put an Indian sticker
Put
on
it-
it.
I thought
Put
look,
Chief Wahoo
look,
right over that joker.
Look, I don't have a lot of money, but I might have $4,000 for that.
Jackie 50th birthday.
Yeah. Tom's going to roll that thing out. He's going to put hydraulics on it when he
funny.
comes out in front of all us at his birthday
Hey,
party.
bring that to Uptown in a couple Sundays, Tom.
If you're wondering what to get Tom, he wants a golf cart with Chief Wahoo logos
That's
all over
right.
it. So you just hook him up, folks. But they are in first, half a game above the Royals now. Twins 1.5. In the East, Orioles in first, Yankees second, Red Sox above 500, Blue Jays and Rays below. Out west, Mariners and Rangers slightly over 500, 1 and 1.5 in 2 games over. Everybody else is under. Surprise, surprise, those Angels in last place. Phillies in first, half game over the Braves. Mets at 500, Nationals at 500, 5.5 back, and Marlins are done for the season. Milwaukee's in first. Chicago up on the Cubs by 2. 4.5 Reds, 5.5 Cardinals under 500, and Pittsburgh has dropped to last. Thank God for the Pittsburgh Pirates, or we'd be in last place. They're 14 and 19. Out in the West, Dodgers 21 and 13, up 4.5 on the Padres. They're the only team over 500 out west. So in the National League, guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams over 500. There's 15 teams in the league, by the way.
Joxx didn't make playoffs.
We're in the fight. God, they all terrible. In the American League, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams over 500. So the American League winning over the National League. And one thing, I don't know how long it's got to cycle through or when it does, but at some point, the National League's got to catch up in one way is the DH situation. And for us, we've got a bunch of people that Cardinals ain't hit at all. But Terry, I look at these DHs and we put somebody like Ortiz in the Hall of Fame, and then we run up Alec Burleson up there, and there's a drop off between that. Is what I'm saying is that I'm not sure these National League teams have all caught up if filling that particular position on the team and having these big sluggers. I see, like I think we was playing the Marlins. Their DH was like batting 7th or 8th or something against us, and I was just like, when they went to that and they changed the rule, I thought we'd have a plethora of big old dudes hammering the ball, and it's not really been that. So I just curious on that point if the National League got caught up or not.
Unfortunately, that rule got put into place after the steroid era.
Yeah.
So you don't have your Edgar Martinez and your David Ortiz
aren't there. It should be for people like Mike Trout who can't catch a baseball to stand over and DH and not get hurt.
Don't talk about the greatest player in baseball like that.
Top 3.
If he was any good, he'd have at least one Gold Glove.
Oh
because
man,
those
that drives
voters
me completely
love
insane.
him. But that's just kind of point on that is that I'm not sure that the National League's caught up. We ain't hitting worth nothing right now. How many runs we got? 139. How many the Guardians got? We got more. No, that's runs against. Sorry, pitching's good. Runs 4. 112. Yeah, that's great. Royals and Guardians, for example, has got 157, 155, and the Braves 160. So 50 runs behind you guys, or 40-some runs behind you guys. So that's
you're averaging like 4 runs a game. That's not going to get it.
All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. KDCBroadcasting.com.